Hello, what is up going guys? Kembali ke channel gua dan di video kali ini kita akan lanjut memburu yang namanya poachers. Semoga kali ini live stream gua nggak mati lagi. Thank you guys yang udah datang kembali dan juga yang udah nonton live streaming gua di hari-hari kemarin. Jadi bener-bener banyak banget masalahnya. Aduh guys, bener-bener banyak banget masalahnya. Sebentar ya guys ya. Sebentar aja guys. Ini banyak banget semua masalahnya. Aduh. User profile. Ini gara-gara gue download berbagai banyak mod, jadi dia kayak suka korup gitu guys. Tapi semoga nggak korup ya. Ini apa, user profile, save game kalau nggak salah, Kingdome come to, saves, playlist 2. Dan ini tuh filenya harus gua gua clean and modify. Oke, dah clean and modify udah. Sebelumnya juga gua kalau bisa clean and modify. Dah, sebelumnya juga lah sekalian clean and modify. Nah, ini seharusnya udah nggak perlu lagi untuk di clean and modify. Kita launch aja game kita. Itu nyebelin banget sih guys, karena banyak banget hal-hal yang tak terduga yang bikin gua nggak capable untuk melakukan live stream. Tapi kita tetap live stream guys. Kita tetap main nggak apa. Baru pulang gue juga dari nge-gym, jadi hari ini back day. Back day bukan ya? Pull day. Nah, ini stream gamenya. Here we go. Oke. Semoga suara gua ataupun suara gamenya nggak terlalu kecil ya guys. Mungkin nanti gua coba kencengin lagi suara gamenya. Kalau misalkan kayaknya kemarin suara gamenya kekecilan deh. Ntar gua coba kencengin lagi guys ya, suara gamenya. Anyways, besok libur dan besok bisa main lama. Kalau misalkan kalian ada rekomendasi games apa? Besok libur ya guys. Jadi besok gue bisa main lama guys. Besok bisa full time konten ya guys. Nggak kayak hari ini. Hari ini cuma bisa 2 jam ini doang buat kita konten. Sorry ya guys, ini gue nggak bisa konten full time karena gue masih ada kerjaan lain nih guys ya. Coba kita save game dulu ya, kita ngecek apakah bakal nge-crash atau enggak. Oke, kali ini nggak nge-crash. Oke, thank you banget, nggak nge-crash. Kita jangan lupa untuk ambil poachers bow-nya dulu kayak tadi. Kita pakai fast travel aja karena gue males banget ngurusin lari-larian, capek banget. Dan tadi gue nggak tahu kenapa di auto save ya, gue juga nggak ngerti sih. Nah, kita ambil poachers bow-nya. Gue ambil poachers bow bukan karena gue perlu, tapi karena gue pengen simpan aja dulu. Nanti baru kita confirm ini poachers bow-nya siapa. Apaan yang udah ambil? Blacksmith kit, ambil deh. Kita cek dulu armor kita, apakah armor kita udah perfect semua. Oh, pada perlu dibetulin nih guys armor gue nih. Yaudah gue betulin dulu ya, bentar ya. Kita bisa betulin armor kita pakai cobbler. Masuk sini. Kita betulin dulu armor kita. Others, bawa sini cobbler. Nah, sepatu kita betulin. Blacksmith. Oke, blacksmith nggak ada. Armorer. Ini kita bisa betulin sama tailor kalau nggak salah ya. Tailor kit untuk ngebetulin. Marksmith kit boleh sih, gue bawa beberapa. Sama tailor. Oh, kita nggak ada tailor ya. Oh, ini tailor. Ada banyak tailor guys. Parfum, kita udah bawa parfum. Kita coba cek ya, apakah kita bawa parfum atau enggak. Oke, kita bawa parfum, kita pakai dulu nih parfum ini biar kita wangi guys. Biar kita nggak banyak dikatain orang guys kalau kita bau. Biasanya orang-orang bau tuh dikatain orang guys. Kita nggak boleh bau kayak mereka. Wait, ini blacksmith kit nggak bisa. Armor kit nggak perlu. Tapi ini tulisannya, oh udah 100 semua. Oke, 100 semua, not bad. Kita langsung berangkat aja guys ya. Berangkat ke arah sini guys. Nih gue mungkin hardcore tapi gue tetap menggunakan fast travel. Nggak apa, for the sake of conveniency kita akan lakuin. Tapi nggak apa, kita kalau ada ambush and everything kita bakal pasti tetap lawan guys. Oke, kita udah hampir nyampe. Semoga nggak diberhentiin kayak gini. Nggak apa, kita lawan aja. Abis itu dari sini kita bisa jalan kaki kayak naik. Udah bisa jalan kaki. Gua tembak pakai bow. Boom. Au.
Show what you're made of.
Yuk bantuin. Bantai guys. Sikat guys. Ganyang ya, ganyang. Bandit guys, dia bandit. Bandit pantas mati ya guys ya. Kalian kalau cita-cita jadi bandit, kalian pantas mati juga guys. Wih, pakai apa tuh dia? Pakai arrow dia. Takut kan lu? Nyerah kan? Mampus lu, mati lo. Gue ganyang. Kita ganyang ya guys. Kita ganyang bandit. Bakar guys. Lemparin batu guys. Ini tuh ada mayat juga, tapi kita nggak usah waro. Kita nggak usah peduliin mayatnya. Oh ya, suaranya kurang kenceng ya katanya guys. Gue mau kencengin nih, full max audio. Biar dapat sensasinya guys. Semoga nggak terlalu kenceng ya live stream ya. Gue nggak tahu juga sih. Nanti gue harus nonton playbacknya lagi deh. Kalau terlalu kenceng atau enggak dibandingin sama suara gue. Nah ini ada kejadian lagi nih sepertinya di jalanan nih. Apa ini? Jadi apa ini? Minggir. Wah, mati dia katanya. Ini apa nih? Minggir. Nah, kita udah lumayan deket nih sama Poacher's Den. Turun dulu ya di sini. Nah, kita udah lumayan nyampe. Ini di atas sini guys, ada Poacher's Den. Kita harus cari Poacher's Den-nya.
Could this be a poacher's workplace? And the area might not be far away.
This could be a poacher's workbench katanya. Dan kalau misalkan ini rocket apa tuh? Tulisannya tuh. Tulisannya tadi. Rocket. Bukan ya? Marksman ya tulisannya. Oh ini dia. Rocket Tower Poacher's Kit. Oh, Rocket Tower Poacher's Kit. Oke, mungkin kita bisa panggil Matt untuk dia cari. Ini sekali kasih makan dulu deh. Biar dia bahagia. Baru kita suruh dia cari guys. Komen, habis dia selesai makan, kita suruh dia track. Nah nih, Matt, tolong cari Matt. Tolong cari poachernya tersebut. Matt, cari Matt. Di mana Matt? Poacher Matt. Kita ikutin aja nih, dia lagi nyari nih. Kemana poachernya? Oh, dia arah ke situ. Tar dulu. Kayaknya di sini ada item lagi deh. Ntar gue ikutin Matt abis ini. Ini dia ada item. Oh, 30 groschen Matt. Kita ikutin Matt nih. Matt kemana nih dia? Gimana Matt? Nah ini gunanya Matt ya guys, buat tracking kalau misalnya ada poachers atau enggak. Ini kalau bisa kita abain aja sih ya. Aduh, diganggu kita guys. Ya udah bantai ya, ganyang ya. Habis ya. Ganyang guys. Dari mana anjir? 3. Ayo, sikat. Cerot, mati lo.
Show your stuff.
Blok, anjing.
You can't stand up to this.
Cerot.
Mercy.
Mati lo.
Spare me.
Berisik lo. Mati lo. Bisa-bisanya bikin gua sakit, guys. Bikin gua luka. Kita loot barang-barangnya, sama ambil barang-barangnya. Dia ada bow. Thank you for the bow. Kita lihat kondisi darah, 63 darah. Not bad. Kita lumayan kena hit, lumayan banyak. Jadi kita pakai potion dulu, kita pakai marigold sedikit aja marigoldnya. Yaudah, harusnya udah cukup sih pakai marigold segini. Kita penuh dengan darah. Yuk, kita berangkat. Ayo Mat, di mana Mat tadi Mat? Sini Mat. Mat, comment, track. Nah, track nih Mat. Tuh, cari Mat yang ini. Ini katanya punya poachersnya Mat.
Mutt won't find the trail here.
Nah, kenapa? Kancing lagi malan. Mat, cari Mat.
Track.
Kira gue kasih makan deh habis ini. Ntar gue liat dulu ada makanan kayak buat.
I should go back to where I found it. Mutt won't be able to find the trail so far away.
Oh. Nggak boleh keluar dari ininya.
Here, Mutt.
Daerahnya.
Search.
Oke. Nah, coba. Bisa kan? Nah, baru bisa nih guys. Tapi dia tetap keluar dari daerah aja dah. Aneh banget dah. Harusnya nggak keluar sih kalau di deket sini nih. Berarti di keliling batu ini nih. Ah ya, berarti lewat sini masuk ke sini. Gimana Mat? Lagunya deh, muat dah. Habis perang, terus lagu santai, perang lagu santai. Ini game sih kayak the best game di industri sekarang deh. Ini harusnya game yang dimana game lain terus ikutin AAA itu kalah sama ini kan indie ya guys ya. Indie itu selalu the best game sih kata gue. Coba sebutin indie game yang bagus lagi guys di chat guys. Menurut kalian indie game apa yang bagus lagi, ntar kita main aja guys indie game-nya. Serigala cuy. Ya kayak gitu dong. Udah nggak jadi kejar itu. Mungkin ikutin trail ini kalimat ya. Gue duluan dulu ya, kayak gue tahu deh gimana. Ini bisa kiri bisa kanan. Oke kanan Mat. Oke kanan ya. Sini ya Mat ya. Ikutin trailnya. Oke. Ikutin trailnya. Oke. Ini ingetin gue atau? Oh, oke. Kiri kanan Mat. Kanan. Mana Mat? Udah sampai mana ya? Jadi kita Mat. Mat lu serius gak sih Mat? Oh ada darah nih. Ada darah kan nih Mat? Ya udah. Gue percaya sama lu Mat. Trust your dog. Trust your dog. Oh tuh. Mat. Stop dulu. Stay dulu Mat. Stay dulu Mat. Kita lihat Mat itu deh. Poachers den nih. Aman. Ini kita konfrontasi atau bunuh langsung? Coba kita. Ini apa sih, dia suruh gue bunuh atau bukan sih? Deal with the poacher. Oke. Kita konfrontasi aja, kita nggak usah berantem.
There's
Halo
a
Bang.
camp here. What will that fella over there tell me about it?
Halo.
Nice camp. The hides and all that. Gamekeeper Vostatek sent me to find a poacher who's hunting around here.
Sir, have mercy on me. I can explain everything. I have a family to feed, only we're not doing well and we scarcely have a bite to eat. I was desperate. So I came here to poach. Please, sir, spare me.
Crikey, that was easy.
Why did you turn to poaching?
I'm sure you know poaching is
Kita punya
forbidden.
empati juga orangnya ya.
So why'd you do it?
I was left with no other option, sir. Ever since this band of robbers has been marauding here, we can barely make ends meet. They got no scruples. They take whatever they can get their hands on. And there ain't nothing left for us common folk. Besides, Lord von Burgau, God bless him, he got his hands full with them and he ain't got time to put things to right in his domain. Ever since, we've been living hand to mouth.
Why are you here by Rock Tower Pond?
This camp, I've known the place since I was little. No one can see here from down below. And when you go from above, there's bushes covering it.
It didn't turn out to be such a perfect hideout, though. How long have you been hunting here?
Quite a while. Only, I haven't risked going out since I saw the ambush.
What ambush?
They attacked some company right nearby.
So you confess you've been hunting here?
A bit here and there.
But you
Oh,
know
yeah, cool.
poaching's a crime. Couldn't you find another way?
I couldn't think of anything.
Ya sih, dia kan dari kecil hunter kali ya. Dia susah nyari duitnya ya.
What company was attacked?
There was some gents riding through. They wasn't local. They camped down below. I could see them well. I suppose they was resting up before moving on. And then this band of robbers what's been marauding hereabouts descended on them. It was a massacre. Them gents was completely taken by surprise.
Ya itu tuh.
Nobody saw you?
No, I was hiding here. It's hard to see up here from below. I wanted to warn the company, but it was too late. And I just got myself killed as well.
Well, at least you got away in one piece. You haven't left here since then. You've been here the whole time.
Sir, when I saw what happened down below,
You didn't try to go home.
I was on my way home. Only then I heard armed men, so I came back fast and hid. I'm not going to risk my skin.
Udah nggak bisa pulang.
Fair enough.
Coba kita kasih tahu itu kita ya.
We were those men. It was us they ambushed.
Really? But I saw everyone being killed with my own two eyes.
I managed to get away, even though I was wounded.
I'm glad. Sorry about your comrades.
Oke. Let's get to the point.
That's all I need to know. It's my job to catch a poacher, and you've confessed to poaching. So, what to do with you now?
Sir, have mercy on me, please.
Ya, mercy. Oke. Kita kasih mercy atau kita kasih dia gallows. Kita pilih yang mana nih guys? Kita kasihanin dia karena kita udah tahu cerita dia, atau kita bantai dia guys, kita penjarain. Kalian pilih yang mana guys? Coba kita lihat chatnya ya. Chat ngomong apa ya? Chat, Andrew chat. Coba kita bunuh dia atau kita baikin dia guys. What do you propose nih
Sorry.
kalian dulu?
What do you propose then?
I can tell you where to find
Nothing,
deer
nothing,
nearby, places hardly nobody knows about. There's one
Oh.
spot here in the hills above Kerchak,
Oh, dia
and
mau ngajarin
another in a
kita.
small valley beyond Lower Sameen Mill.
I don't know either of those places.
You see? That's a good reason to be
Oh,
merciful,
dia mau
isn't it?
nambahin 2 hunting spot buat
I'm acting on the
kita.
gamekeeper's instructions, and he's going to want to know how I dealt with you.
What if you told him you didn't find nothing?
Alright, but stop poaching. Gak usah kali ya. Kita arrest aja lah. Nah, fuck you,
You haven't
bro.
convinced me. I go back empty-handed, you stop poaching for a couple of days, and then it'll start all over again. I can't take that chance.
But it wouldn't be like that.
Nah.
We're done talking about it. You're going with me.
Prison it is.
So this is how it ends up.
Iyalah, lu poaching illegally, bro. Lu menghunting game secara ilegal. Nih gue baca nih, poacher, a person who hunts or catches game or fish illegally, brother.
Vostatek might have told you I
Lu
was
sih
going
masuk
to bring you
neraka
some
tau gue
poachers.
bunuh.
Here's one of them. He was hanging round Rock Tower Pond.
Please, have mercy.
We hang poachers here, and you won't get any special
Anjir
treatment.
dihang, digantung entot. Anjir digantung tahi. Gue bingung orang kena gantung. Aduh. Kena gantung
I have
anjir.
to make a record in the Chronicle.
Oh, fuck, man. Apaan tuh di kanan bawah, guys? Apaan tuh di kanan bawah? Loot, anjing. Yeay. Loot. Apa? Oh ya, share screen. Sini, gue share screen. Di loot, anjir, guys. Di loot. Abis kita gantung, di loot abis itu. Brother. We're fucking evil, bro. No shoes for you. Wait, kita gini deh. No shoes for you. No hoodie for you. No helmet for you. Aduh, no glove for you. No, apa tuh gua tau? No knee pads. No shirt, no pants. Cause you're a fucking poacher. Anjir. Anjir, kita jahat banget ya, Kak. Poacher. Aduh, udah. Oke, let's go. Kita udah selesai ngegantung voucher. Kita di mana sih, guys, sebenarnya? Di mana dah? Oh, kita di sini. Oke, kita sekarang balik ke gamekeeper kali ya. Oke, kita balik ke gamekeeper. Gimana caranya kita balik ke gamekeeper? Oh, di sini dia. Velvastok. Oke, kita panggil kuda kita ya, guys ya. Ya sini dong. Sini Horsi. Oke, Horsi. Ya kita habis gantungin orang. Kita habis gantungin, kita bugilin. Seperti biasa, Henry is a fucking menace. Henry itu top menace di dunia ini. Thank you guys untuk udah nonton live stream gue. Welcome semuanya. Datang dari mana? Dari mana? Siapa aja? Thank you for joining the stream.
Quick.
Kita akan balik ke gamekeeper. Habis itu kita bilang, kita udah berhasil 1 loh guys. Kita bilang ke mereka, ke dia. Ini traveling rada lama. Apa? Sekalian kita naikin level kuda kita. Kuda kita terus naikin level ya, biar Pebbles kita makin kuat. Gua gak tau di hardcore bisa naikin level Pebbles atau enggak ya. Harusnya bisa kan. Kayaknya gak kesini dulu.
Quick.
Oh my god, welcome to the stream everybody. Welcome to the stream. Ini gue ngomong bahasa Indonesia gak apa ya guys ya. Karena emang gue dari Indonesia dan gue harus biar bisa menjayakan Indonesia. Ini game sih top tier sih guys. Gak bohong. English please. Oke, gue mix ya guys. Mix English Indonesia ya. Wait, ini apakah gue mengarah ke jalan yang bener guys? Kayaknya salah deh guys. Ini salah jalan sih kayak guys. Ntar gue cek peta dulu ya. Kayak kita salah jalan deh. Kita salah jalan deh guys. Terus ke castle sebelah kanan. Oh, enggak sih, di sini kita. Kita jalanan di sini tadi. Tuh, enggak apa. Kita jalan yang lain dikit, rada beda dikit. Enggak apa-apa, kita jalan rada beda dikit. Tetap bisa sama ya guys. Nah, ini kita balik ke gamekeeper. Anjir, nge-lag banget. Kita ke bawah ya deh, biar nggak nge-lag. Atau kita fast travel aja guys, biar cepet. Daripada kita nge-crash di tengah jalan. Kita fast travel aja ke sini. Ini walaupun hardcore, tapi kita tetap punya fast travel karena gue download mod. Dan biar gue nggak usah buang-buang waktu. Ini ada merchant woman. Kita stop by aja nih merchant woman. Merchant woman smiles at you. Oke, hello merchant women. Gue mau jual baju yang tadi gue ambil dari poachers ke dia. Boleh?
Why not?
35 doang, miskin abis nih orang. Dan dia juga nggak beli lagi. Kita jual crossbow-nya deh. Tadi ya. Ya kita jual aja nih. Ini buat lu duitnya. Shop it, son of money, lower the price. Nah, buat lu aja. Biar dia senang guys. Kita berbagi ke orang-orang miskin karena kita udah kaya banget. Kita punya 16k guys duit kita. Bangin 16k guys. Kayak makanan aja harganya nggak segitu banyak itu loh. Ada orang mati. Ini singkir. Lompatin aja orang mati.
Just a bit further.
Kudanya kita udah bener-bener gak kuat gila. Yang gak ada sumber kekuatan kuda kita nih, lemah banget. Andrew Abisha itu viewer gue dan viewer gue minta English. I will talk English from now.
Keep it up.
Ada di poachers, kita udah nyampe di poachers. Kita give the poachers my bow. Sorry, bukan my bow ya. I dealt with the poachers in the rock
Solved your
pond.
problem.
My drinking problem.
No,
Oh iya, ini jangan
not
lupa.
that one.
Ini
I should
pemabuk
think
kayaknya
not.
dia.
Since I don't have one.
I meant the poacher. I dealt with him. I found him and hauled him off to the bailiff in Troskowitz, like you told me.
My, you don't waste time, lad. If I had a few more like you, I wouldn't have a care in the world here.
Not worth mentioning.
Right. How about another one? This poacher pisses me off even more than the last one. So I hope you'll help me with him.
Boleh deh.
I'm ready.
Where
Does this poacher hunt?
Di mana poachernya?
Under the candlestick, where
Candlestick.
it's darkest. A short way from here, around Vidlac Pond. That's why I don't go far from the lodge, see? The problem is, it's a damn big area. Almost all the northwestern woodlands. And it's uphill and all.
I get it. What should I do with this poacher?
Same as last time. I know we have a poacher around here. Only I haven't been able to catch him. If you can find him, catch him and take him to the bailiff. I'll sleep a lot more peacefully, see?
Right. Find him, catch him, bring him in. Is there anyone around here who might know something?
Ask the tanner in the valley. Or
Tanner in
even
the
better,
valley.
ask his neighbour, the fisherman's wife. She'll tell you twice as much as that old soak.
Right.
I'll take a look later.
Right. I'll take a look around Vidlac Pond for the poacher.
Thanks, and good luck. Farewell, my friend.
Bit like pond. Bit like pond. Anjir, gede banget. Like pond. Kita bisa ngomong sama Tanner about the poachers. Kita tanya-tanya sekeliling kali guys, poachersnya di mana?
Ah,
Sama Clear. Clear.
Come on.
Nah, kita bisa ngomong sama Tanner, sama fisherman nih. Tanner sama fisherman di sini.
ah.
Kita ke arah sini. And
Whoa.
Pak, ini kan Tanner. Ini Tanner ini guys. Kita bisa ngobrol. Hello, Tanner.
I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around here.
Yep.
That's an important mission. But sorry, I don't know nothing about it.
I want to ask you something anyway.
Better me than the neighbours anyway. Especially Pavlik's old woman. Have you talked to her?
No, I haven't spoken to her.
That's good. For sure she and her old man would tell you I'm the poacher.
They would? Why?
Those Pavliks ain't very nice folk. Old Pavlik ain't too bad, but that wife of his... I don't know why, but all of a sudden she thinks I'm the root of all evil.
I see. I imagine it's not easy living next to them. Still, I'd like to ask you a few questions anyway. Maybe you know something that could help.
As you like.
Who's standing? How's training trade going?
How's
Tanner,
trade?
iya.
It's going well. There's demand.
Who do you sell most to?
Depends. I take everything to Troskowitz, and there I see what's what. But the better hides go for fancy shoes and clothes. Things for the gentry and that.
Where'd you get the hides? From some suspicious fellas in the forest?
No, I ain't like that. I have an agreement with the huntsmen and their hands, who bring me what they hunt. But it's not that often. They don't bring much. And not the best stuff neither. More often they bring me hides from the village. They butcher animals and skin them, and everything is processed. I do the hides.
So you're a tanner? Only a fool would think you wouldn't find hides at your place.
Indeed. Trade's good. So I've got a lot of various quality and origin. I don't bother with envious folks.
Why did the Pavliks hate you so much?
Pabrik
I
tetangganya,
don't
guys.
know. But if Prague was to go up in flames, the Pavliks would run straight to the bailiff and swear it was me what did it.
Did you have some falling out with them?
Nothing I know of. We never talked much. I'm not the kind of fella that's at the centre of things. I like my peace and quiet.
Still seems odd to me, though.
You're telling me? At least you don't have to live next to them.
Have you seen any tracks left by the poacher?
I haven't. I wouldn't even know what to look for.
You know, animal carcasses, guts, a camp in the woods.
Ah, I see. No, I ain't seen nothing. I don't go walking in the woods much. At most, I go to Troskowitz for hides. Or to the village here to the north.
I don't know of any village that way. What's it called?
It's pretty far. I call it upper on account of it being uphill.
Upper, okay.
Have you any idea where the poacher might be hiding out?
God knows. It's all deep forest, so he could be anywhere. Maybe somewhere close to the game he poaches.
Yeah, that's good thinking. Do you know of any place like that?
Well, not far from here there's a clearing in the hills where
Clearing in
we
the
used to
hills.
go to watch deer. But I don't know if any stags goes there anymore.
I didn't know that. If I can't think of anything better, I'll go and take a look.
But don't get your hopes up.
Thanks.
Oke.
That's all.
Deer hunting spot di clearing ini dia. Ini clearing ini nih. Bisa fast travel. Nah, tapi nggak usah. Kita bisa naik sama istrinya nggak? Ah, kita bisa naik sama istrinya.
Good afternoon.
Oh, trade doang.
Show me.
Lol, broki.
Maybe next time then, sir.
Bilas dulu deh. Udah lumayan kotor. Abis bantai orang di jalanan. Kita baru ke sebelah. Tanya sama siapa namanya nih? Yang sebelah sini, gue lupa. Valtek. Hello. Vildak. Oh, Vildak namanya. I hear the poachers are at large.
I'm here on Gamekeeper Vostatek's authorization.
The gamekeeper, you say? What would he want from me?
I'm looking for a poacher in the area. Would you know anything about that?
Ah, I see. My wife can tell you more about that than me.
All right, thanks. I'll go and ask her right after.
Well,
That-
prepare yourself. She's got it all clear in her head from the first moment that she saw the tanner next door.
The tanner? Can you tell me any more?
Like what, exactly?
Why does your wife like the
Why is your wife so set on the tanner?
I wish I knew. She never liked the look of him. Besides, he was always kind of secretive. And it's God's truth, he ain't short a coin.
Right, sure. And what do you think about the tanner?
He's an ordinary fella. Works all the hours God gives. He sells fine skins, even supplies the nobles. Buckskin, deerskin, goatskin. I said to myself, I wouldn't mind being a tanner. Looks like there's good coin in it, but my pa supplied everyone hereabouts with fish. And who else should carry it on but his son?
Do you think your wife's right about the poaching?
I don't have to see a thief on every corner. I'll leave that to the old woman. But to answer your question, no, I don't think it's him. But even if it is, it ain't no skin off my nose.
You were talking about fine quality hides. Do you know where the tanner gets them?
Like all the others, I suppose. From the gamekeeper or from farmers who've slaughtered animals. I couldn't say for sure, I don't talk to him. You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'll certainly do that. Thanks. That's all.
Oke.
Farewell.
Vildak fisherman's wife.
Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
I've already talked to the tanner. He had a feeling
Ini
you'd accuse
kayak
him.
nggak ada.
Too bloody right.
Poaching's a serious accusation. Are you sure he's the poacher?
I'm sure. He earns much too much coin for an ordinary
Nah,
tanner.
jelas aja
That
tadi
doesn't
orang.
necessarily mean he's poaching, though.
He's rolling in it. He can't have that from honest work. Why else would he head off into the forest every other week, eh? If it ain't him, it's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
Gimana tuh?
There's a path behind our outhouse. If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting.
Do you have
Have
actual
you got any
proof?
proof that the tanner is poaching?
Ya, lo sudah bukti sih
Did you
sebenarnya.
see all them hides?
The tanner's a tanner.
Emang SDM
So he has
rendah nih
hides.
ceweknya.
What of it?
Exactly. You saw he ain't afraid of putting them on show. Even buckskin. He knows if he puts them on show, nobody'll question it. He wouldn't be so suspicious. But you know what I'd like to know? What's he got hidden in his workshop, eh? Apart from hides.
Oke, interesting.
Have you ever seen the tanner poaching with your own 2 eyes?
I haven't actually seen him, but I'm quite sure it's him. I just know it. I'll gladly confirm it, even to a judge.
I'm afraid that won't be enough when there's no material proof. Where does your hatred for the Tanner come from?
I beg your pardon? You come here asking questions, and you're impertinent to boot.
I didn't mean it about
Sorry. I didn't mean it to sound bad.
Is there an 11th commandment? That I have to love every vagabond who moves in next door?
Love your
I don't
neighbor.
give a damn about him, if you want to know.
Dumbass.
He lives like a king, and he never done us any good. And he's always making nasty faces at me. Like,
Anjir.
haha, look at you, you
Ah,
beggar.
you look at you, beggar.
I understand. He's a bastard.
Aye.
So the Tanner does well out of his trade?
Does well. He's on the pig's back. And no one ever made that kind of coin out of tanning hides. It'd be a miracle if he wasn't guilty.
Or maybe he's just very skilled.
Skilled my arse, you numbskull. He's a puffed-up idiot, a botcher, and a bastard.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Be sure and check him out. And don't forget he's a crook.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks for the advice and all the information.
You're quite welcome. Justice must be done. Take
Oke,
care,
ini
my friend.
interesting banget sih. Gue nganggepin dia kayak SD rendah, tapi dia bilang suruh check out storage-nya. Mungkin gue check out storage-nya kali guys. Gue ngomong sama dia sekali lagi bahwa ini sebenarnya bener juga sih, dimana si wife-nya kan jualan ya kan. Tapi kita lihat nih, dia trader nggak punya duit sama sekali. Tapi katanya dia kaya guys,
Maybe next
karena toko
time,
sebelah.
then, sir.
Jadi ada something's up nih guys. Kita check it out ruangan itu kali, ruangan itunya. Kita udah gak bisa ngobrol lagi sih. Karena kita check it out kali ya, check it out tempat rumahnya dia ataupun hideout yang ini kali ya. Kita check it out kali ya. Kita pengen lihat apakah dia punya bow ataupun hide-nya itu.
The Tanner's got more than just a few hides here. Some trophies
Dia
too.
banyak antler sih.
But what would you expect from a Tanner?
Ya dia banyak sih tendernya. Sama tuh deer antlersnya banyak juga dia. Ya I mean bener sih. Punya, tapi trophies loh. Tanner kan kulit doang ya. Masa dia punya antlers juga. Kayaknya sus sih kata gue. Tapi ngapa, coba kita turun kali, kita lihat dulu ke dalam. Lihat apakah dia punya bow atau enggak. Kita sih, aduh nyangkut lagi. Guys, gue nyangkut guys. Guys, gue nyangkut. Guys, gue nyangkut guys. Gue nyangkut guys. Oh, nih use ladder. Gue nyangkut guys. Guys, gue nyangkut guys. Oke, untung aja bisa lepas. Kita check it out dulu ya kali ya. Ada lockpick heart nih. Kita check it out, di chestnya ada apa. Kita bukan maling, kita detektif guys. Ingat guys, semua orang yang masuk ke dalam rumah lu untuk justice itu bukan maling, itu detektif. Kalau lu lihat gue masuk ke rumah orang tanpa izin, itu bukan gue maling, tapi gue detektif guys. Gue pengen cari tahu ini orang tuh korupsi atau bukan. Ini ini evidence guys yang gue kumpulin, bukan gue nyuri guys, ini evidence. Siapa tahu ini ternyata emang barang curian, ini evidence guys, gue mau kumpulin. Ini evidence. Lihat ya, apakah dia punya bow atau enggak? Kita lihat ya. Oke, barang-barangnya seems pretty normal for a tanner. Ada bow nggak ya di sini? Bor, thank you. Oke, kita nggak lihat sama sekali ada bow atau apapun. Oke, harusnya aman sih kayaknya orang. Tapi gue tetap collect evidence ini, gue bakal keep. Siapa tahu evidence ini dia mau umpetin. Oke. Kita coba tanya kali ya. Oke, bisa kita tanya nggak ya? Kita pengen ngejebak dia, apakah lu punya trophies atau enggak? Coba kita tanya. Nah, kita tanya. Oh, tak bisa kita tanya nih.
I'm here again on account of that
I see. Found anything yet?
You could say that. I took a look inside your workshop and found some trophies there.
How dare you sneak into my workshop?
I did it because I want to find a poacher.
Now look here. I'll overlook your snooping in my workshop where you've got no business being. Instead, I'll give you one piece of advice.
Apa tuh?
Next time you have any suspicions, you ought to just ask me.
I did ask you.
And you told me you believe me. That it don't seem suspicious that a tanner has hides. Ain't that right?
Maybe I didn't ask you about all the details.
That's your problem. Now bugger off.
Wih. Wah, sas abis sih. Wah, sas abis sih lu. Wah, lu sas abis sih. Oh, gue bunuh juga lo. Gue bunuh juga lo.
Whoa.
Berarti kita coba tanya kali ya. Kita ke arah sini coba ya. Ini gede banget sih Amin daerahnya. Ini too much ground to cover sih guys. Ini nggak bisa sekali sih. Ini really too much ground to cover. Oh ini dia. Wait. Ini dia poachers marks. Oh ini jelas lagi nih. Ini dia.
Here's another camp, and I bet that fella can tell me something about it.
Oh ini dia orangnya. Vildak Stranger.
Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
Anjir.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
The nice way.
Listen, I want to give you a chance to think again about what you're doing here. You may have had a good run, but that's over now. So take it like a man and stop talking bollocks about garlic.
Kurva. So it really is all over.
We're going to see the bailiff.
All right.
Yes! Dapat guys. Ternyata tenernya bukan yang jahat guys. Tapi kita udah collect evidence dan kita juga udah pergi dari daerah tener. Jadi ya udahlah. Kita keep aja evidence untuk sementara.
I've got another poaching lowlife for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose.
Aduh, orang kegantung lagi gara-gara kita guys. Aduh.
I have to make a record in the Chronicle.
Iya tuh gue udah bantuin tuh. Lu dapetin vouchersnya. Aduh, another one bites the dust. 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 Aduh, budak poachers here. Another one bites the dust. Thank you, mister. I want to report what's going on in the Wheeler. Aku nggak mau report.
What's new in
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabuk.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first.
That we found someone buried here. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
Di mana? Nebedekenov. Mayat di south of Nebedekenov. Gue aja nggak tahu Nebedekenov di mana, guys. Kayak di sini ya. Who cares lah. Whatever. Kita akan balik ke voucher. Wait, kita mau kesini dulu kali jual leathernya, tapi nanti aja kita jual deh. Kita bisa dekat sama rumah sih kalau kita mau taruh barang dulu. Traveling merchant, sure, let's stop by. Sekarang kita pulang ke rumah dulu, taruh barang dulu, karena kita udah lumayan penuh inventory-nya. Hello, Mrs. Trader. Lo bisa jual apa? Ya, apa? What tidings in the
You look
world?
well travelled. I'm sure you can tell me what's new in the world.
Why, yes, good man. There's plenty going on. You know, I just heard there was a frog pox in Hamburg where the Elbe flows.
Frogpox?
Frogpox.
What's that?
Well, the frogs there all got sick. There's this one lake with frogs all around, and then one day they began to bloat until they burst. Boom! And their guts went flying all over. Absolute carnage on the shore there was.
But what was the meaning of
That's what the locals can't agree on, except that it must be some sort of sign. The peasants say it means the laws are greedy, and if they don't mend their ways, they'll croak. Then you've got the church telling you it's a warning to the hamburgers to keep a strict fast so they might well.
So no one knows that?
No! And the frogs keep on
Why not?
I'll be off. I don't want to.
Apa? Kodok pada meledak katanya. Kita pulang ke rumah dulu. Kita bisa tidur. Kita baru tidur nih guys. Coba cek. Kita 84. Nggak perlu tidur deh. Kita setor dulu barang-barang kita kayak gini. Vouchers kita simpen. Ini torch kita taruh. Oh ini baju-baju nih. Baju-baju orang-orang yang kita bunuh. Kita nggak boleh balikin barang-barang mereka karena mereka udah melanggar peraturan secara ilegal. Kita harus digantung. Kalian kalau melakukan hal-hal ilegal biasanya digantung guys. Hati-hati ya guys. Nah ini banyak banget ya. Wih gila 26 tailor kit. Phone vouchers kit. Phone vouchers kit ini evidence. Dah yuk berangkat lagi. Oh udah malam ya. Apa deh berangkat ya. Mumpung masih malam. Aku bisa naik kuda tapi wasting time sih. Avoid. Dah. Gue harus berantem lagi.
Hey. You're a dead man! I'm all yours!
Bye.
Fucking die already! I'll chop you up, you shit! Let's see what you can do. What do you want? I'm not going to die here! Fucking slow! Come here!
Bantai tank itu. Bantai ini. Coba bantai. Ya anjing pintar, anjing pintar. Anjing pintar, anjing pintar. Marigold decoction. Berangkat lagi, kita bantai lagi. Kita bantai lagi guys.
Quick! Quick! Quick!
Gak seneng. Tarik-tarik. You yanking my pistol. Alright. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some arsehole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward, I promise. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more
Oui.
practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me.
Selesai.
But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too.
Nabokov.
You can try him.
Uh-huh.
Varel, as in barrel. Go and
Where does he live?
close to Nebokov Mill. He's got a
Nebokov Mill.
cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So
This
it might be
ghost.
worth talking about
Ada ghost.
if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
Have a nice evening.
Oke guys, ini kita udah selesai. Dan cekek. Cekek. Janganlah, jangan dicekek lah.
I found an abandoned poacher's den in the rocks above the rock tower.
How do you know it was a poacher?
There were pelts and trophies.
Did you find anything else in there?
There was also this bow hanging there.
Show me.
Here it is.
Oh, I have a feeling I've already seen a bow like this. But where? No, I can't remember now. I have a memory like a sieve.
Kayak dia nggak bisa ingat
Have a
sekarang.
nice evening.
Terus dia bisa ingatnya kapan dah? Nah, kita tungguin tanya lagi kali ya. Kapan? Oke, kita lanjut ke. Oh, ini never enough. Kita nggak bisa ke sini. Gamekeeper about work. Oke, itu gamekeeper satu lagi kan. Mungkin kita sekarang mau ke arah boxing dulu guys. Sebelum kita ke itu, kita ke boxing dulu guys. Kita pergi boxing sekarang guys ya. Malam hari, scene of ambush flee. Ambush flee. Ambush flee. Ambush banyak banget gila di sini. Scene of ambush flee. Ah, tuh. Nggak bisa cabut dari ambush yang ini. Ya udahlah, waktu mati mereka berdua.
To hell with you.
Gue pakai weapon yang lebih complicated deh. Blok, blok. Dah, serangan.
No. I'm all yours. You're no match for us, fucker. Come on then.
Waduh,
Take that, you shit. Bad luck.
cing, cing, anjir,
I'll rip your ass
pedang.
open. I'm all yours. You can shove that up your ass.
Anjir, dipaksa strike tuh sama
Come
dia.
on then.
Anjing,
Wonder you're still standing.
mati lu. Mati lu. Nice, mat. Cir, hampir mati gua gila. Pak, apa gila nih? Sakit banget gila. Pak, apa tuh? Falcon. Cir. Sakit banget gila. Oke, Falcon. Darah gue tinggal 33 untung gak mati guys. Minum potion dulu deh. Strong Marigold mau. Strong Marigold. Strong Marigold sama wine kalau saya buat kita nggak terlalu sakit. Dah. Cir, villager. Damn. Apa weaponnya? Homemade hunting sword, kasian banget gila, mati deh. Kita naik kuda ya deh. Mumpung biar kita nggak kena ganjang di tengah-tengah jalan, kita naik kuda aja.
Quick,
Go!
Halo villager. Oh, mercenary itu guys.
Whoa!
Musuh lagi. Nggak mau sih kita bantai nih. Aqua Vitals, increase stamina, Bugs Blood, sama Bowman, increase agility boleh, sama Painkiller Brew, oke. Strong Assault boleh, lagi. Oke, kayaknya udah cukup sama Bane. Biar kita cepet bantainya. Campaign. Confirm. Dah. Udah turun, udah dapat semua buffnya. Dan kali ini save dulu. Siap, save. Save game dulu kita. Please jangan crash. Please jangan crash. Yes, nggak crash. Oke, waktu kita ganyang. Oi! Bastard. Kita ada ammo yang poison di lautan maksudnya. Nah ini apa? Ini random bandit di jalanan. Kena lu. Kena lu. Ayo serang yuk. Ayo coba ya tes ya.
I'm all yours!
Ayo coba serang. Habis. Next. Mampus lu diserang anjing gua lu. Nah, tahan aja.
Hey, I'm not getting myself killed.
Mampus lu. Military sword.
Hey, I'm not getting myself killed.
Kabur dia ya. Bantai. Nah, jangan macem-macem. Jangan macem-macem. Habis lu macem-macem sama gua. Gua udah pakai semua buff gua. Gua nggak tahu kenapa gua pakai semua buff gua, tapi gua udah pakai semua buff gua.
Quick!
Karena ya jarang juga gua pakai buff gue. Semoga worth it lah ya pakai buff gue. Nanti kita bikin potion. After pas gua off stream gua grinding potion lagi. So I did some off stream grind.
Go! Go!
Karena pakai poison OP banget ya. Tinggal nembak poison sekali, itu langsung sikat. Kuat banget matinya lagi. Kita bisa kasih poison di gloves kita nggak ya kayaknya? Di hand wrap kita. Coba kalian nanti kalau hand wrap kita dipakai buat boxing, taruh poison di hand wrap kita.
Come on!
Mantap. Apa itu? Apa itu guys? Ada musuh kah? Ada yang mau bunuh kita kah?
Look! I'm gonna get out of here!
Lah. Tadi kayak jagoan.
I knew it was spoiled.
Tadi kayak jagoan.
Out of here! My
Tadi
God!
katanya jagoan.
Ah!
Oh, udah nggak jagoan sekarang? Serang anjing. Serang anjing lu. Bantai terus. Pinter. Enak kan mati. Ternyata cuma butuh poison doang gila guys. Satu poison udah bantai orang gila. Sampai banget gila poisonnya. Ini sword kita juga ada poisonnya nih. Cing, ngopi banget poison itu. Parah. Oh ya, kita minta mission sama the millers. Kita minta mission dengan cara bangunin dia tidur. Kayak kita anak kecil. Pa, mau misi pa. Mau misi pa. Pa, misi pa.
What? You're covered in blood, my friend.
Gak apa-apa. I have the document to Ratus. Oh ya, kita ada dokumen juga di atas deh.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count.
Judging by the contents, it seems like you're dabbling in alchemy here at the mill.
That's not a bad guess. But don't forget about astrology, theurgy, transmutation, and a smidgen of demonology. Although that's something anyone with a grain of sense should avoid. Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge.
Ini buat lu. Itu dia. Altar of Hermes Trismegistus.
Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes, of course.
What now?
That much? We're going to need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry, I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document.
Okay.
And maybe another little job?
Boleh?
What do you say?
Boleh kok. Another
Don't
job.
tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semin.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
Bruh.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Are you
Not
yanking
at
my
all.
pizzle?
I'll get you to the wedding as sure as the heavens are above me, and the fire of the Creator is within me. But you'll have to wait a while. Besides, things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. You guessed it. It's nothing less than high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I suppose. You are my apprentice, after all. You deserve to know what all of this is leading to. Now, pay close
Yes, dapat
attention.
info kita.
I want to make a golem out of dough.
Jadi ini orang gila
Then,
juga.
using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
Jadi ini gila juga.
A golem? What's that?
A golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. And Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. And all the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly.
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now, I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
Yay. As quiet as a cat. Sama 45 groschen. How about some
What's
work?
this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
This has something to do with that alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill? Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for a young Semine?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction, and also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So Bonnie is most likely a thief, am I right?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too.
Okay.
Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
Well, I haven't spoken to Zinnik yet, so at least we'll get to know each other.
Right along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
Farewell, good sir.
Okay. Southeast. Southwest. West. Kiri. Jalan. Hilir. Oke, kita bakal situ abis ini. But I defeated all your hand.
Well, Miller, it seems I defeated all the hands you have here.
Good work. But it's a shame you didn't show up here before going to fight in Jelyov. I'd have had a wager on you. You know what? Have a few groschen from me, so folk don't say I'm stingy.
Thank you.
And if you get bored fighting my fellows, look around the woods by Kopanina. Seems there's some peculiar fellow living there who knocks 7 shades of shit out of anyone who as much as looks sideways at him.
Near Kopanina, you say? Maybe I'll go and have a chat with him.
Seems he's some herbalist or something. But that doesn't seem right to me. The strongest bloke around and he's growing flowers? If that's true, there's no sense in this world at all.
Okay. You're an
You seem like a reasonably educated man.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light, kinetics, or vacuums?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the basics.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
I can't now. Come back later.
What's new around here?
Nothing much, lad. At least I haven't heard about anything.
That's all. Well, I hope I've proven I'm not all hot air. Will you tell me more about yourself now?
Can't you just leave things the way they are?
I have to get to know the people I work for, at least a little.
Let me give you some good advice. People will always tell you what they want you to hear. And that's not always the truth. Try to get to know someone through their actions. Those mean more than 1,000 empty words.
Damn. 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 Miller giving life quotes, man. Crazy. Alright. Here we go. Let's do Miller side quest. Wait a minute. I need to fix my armor. Ini rusak tidak armornya. Udah rusak semua gila. Kita butuh armor lagi. Kita ambil armor lagi, abis itu kita baru berangkat. Oh ya, kita berangkat. Marksman kit. Now I want some armor kit. Dan beberapa armor gua. Lalu coba bisa berangkat lagi. Are you yanking my pistol? Mungkin betul. Bandage cukup segitu sih harusnya. Soap nggak usah gue bawa. Another one poachers. Bisa nanti gue jual aja. Okay, here we go. Southeast. Porsche, let's go.
Quick!
Southeast sebelah kiri nanti. Anjing.
Whoa!
What the fuck is that shit, bro? Suara pantai. Suara pantai. Spade. Itu apaan, tai? What the fuck? Dengar gak sih tadi? Ini bantu belok kanan. Oh ya, ini berarti. Suruh di in-game atau di luar? Suruh di in-game gak sih? Semoga suara di in-game lah, bukan suara di luar. Kayak ada suara ledakan gitu guys. Kamu bukan dapur gue lah. Katanya banyak ini, banyak tanaman di jalanan. Well, I guess not.
Go!
Whoa!
Hold up, where are we? Oh, jalan. Ini dia.
Whoa!
Kita tempat. Katanya disuruh pick up some flowers ya. Wait, should I pick up some flowers? Mungkin gua ambil flower dulu sebagai beberapa ya. Itu di mana? Nggak apa kali mau bawa flowers, tapi disuruh bawa flowers sih gue. Right. Ambil beberapa flowers dulu deh. Nggak ya bunganya? Ini dirinya ini. Nggak ada bunga. Bunga kita ada berapa? 18 eye bright, lumayan lah 18. Udah ya, masuk. Minum fox potion dulu kali ya sekarang. Food, fox potion, strong fox potion. Drink, strong fox potion. Steal food, no food. Hello.
May God give you health, sir.
Bonnie, lagi tidur sih Bonnie ya.
You must be Zinnek, eh? I'm Henry.
I was wondering what you're doing here. Fresh blood for the gang?
I'm your new chief.
Ah, you keep fucking up time after time, so I'm here to take over.
If you mean the fuck up with Crazel's document, it wasn't my fault. But anyway, greetings. What is it you need?
I need to know a few things about my new task.
You know what the...
So, Zinek, have you any experience with saltpeter?
Oh, I never want to see that shit again. I still have the taste of it in my mouth. And Bonnie and me was taking turns tasting it.
Weren't you afraid a dead soul would enter you through it?
What? What are you babbling about?
Dead souls pass time in niter crystals, don't they? That's why the miller is looking for them. To bring the golem to life.
You fool! We're looking for saltpeter to sell to butchers for salting meat. There's good coin in it.
Well, the miller told me something different.
You can't believe everything he says. A golem in the mill. He's yanking your pizzle.
You're all just trying to confuse me.
Crazel's a good teacher. You know how it is.
What sort of place is this?
Our secret place, where we can quietly plot sneaky plans for our beloved miller.
Behind that boarded up door? What's inside that cliff?
You know, storage, rubbish, rats, filth. Look, I know Bonnie ordered me to clean up in there. Thanks to you, I'm sure the movement of goods will start again soon. So it'd probably be good to have some order around here. I just haven't got round to it yet.
What can you tell me about Bonnie?
Well, you mean Cheeks or Jezebel?
Are those nicknames?
Dunger, Snowdrop, Vixen... We always come up with the stupidest names, and nobody sees through them anyway. Bonnie's been here the longest, and has the most experience. I'm surprised she still puts up with Crazel and his mad notions. And I think she likes animals more than people. When I try to talk to her about work or weather, she gets bored.
Okay.
Zinek, I have a few questions about the saltpeter pit we're looking for.
So now you need me, eh?
Why do you work for the miller?
Well, how can I put it? Anywhere else, they'd have kicked me out by now. The miller's the last person who'd still give me a job. He says every idiot is of some use at least.
And you see that as a compliment?
I see a coin in my hand every week. That's all I care about.
What did you do before you started working for the miller?
A bit of this, a bit of that. When I was still a boy, I stirred lye at a tannery, and then I slaved away at a dye house. But since I came to the town, it's been, well, let's say not exactly honest work. That's what I'm best at, see?
Okay.
What do you think of Crazel?
Is this some kind of test, or I can think what I want and I keep my opinions, and you ought to do the same.
Okay.
Take care.
Hello, bangun.
Greetings. Can't it wait till morning?
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie?
Hello. Nice to meet you.
It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Butcher of Vranik. Ui.
The Butcher of Vranik.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got something here.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
Well, if that beast doesn't slay us as soon as it comes to life, then sooner or later some Inquisitor will find out about it. I think it's all witchcraft. Playing with fire.
Playing with fire. If you only knew. But don't worry. I'm sure it'll be a peaceful golem, just like Crazel imagines it. Calm and humble, and it'll help all of mankind. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zeneg in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zeneg and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, that's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
A family of blacksmiths.
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn
nails,
and
one,
patient.
one,
That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zeneg fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region. Unfortunately, Crazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Crazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Maybe, certainly.
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses.
Fuck, man, what the fuck is this quest?
Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Crazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it.
Ini jauh banget ini.
That's
Agak banget nih
nonsense,
questnya.
though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Oh, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the butcher of Vranik.
Butcher of Rani.
Why do you work for the miller?
Because he pays well, and don't care how much coin I make on the side.
You mean by...
And he doesn't ask any stupid questions.
What did you do before...
I got by any way I could. Believe it or not, I started in a convent. Oh well, different people have different fates. But we all ended up here anyway, in the armpit of the world.
What do you think about Crazel?
You're another one of those that don't know if they should love him or hate him, right? Crazel is his own man. Once you learn to get along with him, you can't help but admire him a bit. But sometimes, he's unbearable as soon as he opens his mouth.
What do you know about the Troskovitz gravedigger?
He's a pretty tough old bird. He follows the rule, I'll treat you the way you treat me. And he appreciates when a fella's direct and open. But I probably wouldn't tell him everything about us.
So, Bonnie, the most honest girl I know, sent me. I'd like to see some dead animals as models for painting a church fresco. A scene from the apocalypse.
That might be a bit much, but you learn fast.
How was the saltpeter collection and tasting again? Sounds pretty disgusting.
It wasn't so bad. Xena kept whining about it, but being a saltpeter collector, it has its benefits. When you go and clean someone's sty, they don't pay much attention to you and leave their purses and chests unattended. We made a pretty decent amount on the side.
What, by stealing?
Confiscating property for the greater glory of God.
Yes, sir.
I hate the term stealing.
Just like Crazel. Tell me something more about Zinnek.
He's Andy, that's for sure. But also a bit of a fool. To be honest, I don't care for Crazel's whole shit most of the time either. I do this job because it's fun. Unlike Zinnek. He does everything for his own good, doesn't give a damn about any greater cause or other people. Actually, he really pisses me off with his attitude. And he entertains himself by coming up with the stupidest nicknames for me. Dunga, for instance. What kind of a bloody awful name is Dunga?
Oh, lovely. And what does he call himself?
Scruffy. Or Jan, Nicholas, Franz, Peter, Jakub. The most bland, everyday names. He tries to be careful, but then he opens his big mouth and fucks it all up, just like in Troskovitz.
What is this lair?
Crazel built a stall so all them honest, curious people in the mill, the likes of Hensel, wouldn't have to worry their little heads about what we're doing here.
You mean behind that boarded up door?
We're definitely not doing anything there right now. Because of the mess in there. I told Zinnek to clean it up. I think he wants to see if the place will get so rotten that saltpeter will bloom on the wall.
Oke.
I'd like to learn.
There's no time for that now. Greetings, sir.
Gamekeeper, the grave digger. Ke arah grave digger deh kita.
What the? I've been attacked! Help! Ha! Ha! You never saw that coming! Ha!
You want to try me? No, you don't.
That's thank.
Oh,
Take that and
Ih, 40 gross, not bad. Horse riding. Ini apa nih? Oh, ini semin.
keep it up.
Roda van, kasih roda van.
Whoa, go, go!
Nanti kita kerjain questnya si roda van episode besok ya guys. Episode besok kita kerjain quest roda van.
Come on! Quick!
Kudanya udah lumayan keren gitu.
Keep it up!
Teleport aja deh kalau gitu. Salah arah anjing. Fuck. Salah arah. Coba merchant women ini. Kita merchant women ini jualan daging.
Blessings.
Why not?
Oh, marigold baik banget dia jualnya. Oh ini satu doang. Kita beli aja. Ini dia. Kita bisa jual apa ke dia ya? I guess nothing. Yep, I guess nothing. Oh, ini bisa jual ini. Okay.
Thank you, and come again, sir.
Kita ke kota dulu nih. Ke butcher. Biar cepet kita fast travel aja ya guys, jangan lama-lama. Oke, kita nyampe. Ini kita save game dulu di sini. Kita save game dulu, lumayan. Save game, terus kita beli daging dulu.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Beli daging dulu nih. Wah, kita harus beli daging dulu. Karena dia lebih berterima kasih kalau dibeliin daging. Smoke meat kali ya kita belinya. Kalau dia jual.
I'm sorry.
Kenapa toko buka? Jam 8 kali.
You're always welcome.
9 kali ya.
Have you seen Bailiff Thrush?
I have. He's been grinning like a daisy on a dung heap for days on end. And he's all puffed up like a peacock.
So what? I wish him well.
So do I.
Jam 10 kali buka. Jam 10 buka nih. Wait, what? Jam 11 mungkin. Jam 11 buka nggak? Oh, jam 11 buka. Oh, dia buka jam 11 guys.
What do you...
Gue pengen beli daging dong. Yang smoke beef atau nggak usah smoke beef? Nggak usah lah. Beli daging 10 deh. Oke. Thank you.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Smoker di mana smoker? Ini smoker ya. Ini smoker ya. Setengahnya gue smoke nih. Nggak tahu dia mau daging apa. Jadi setengahnya gue smoke.
You're acting like a child. Go and whistle somewhere.
Wait! Wait! Wait!
Yes?
Oke, kita beli daging. Dan ini adalah orang-orang yang kita gantung. Baru 2 vouchernya. Ini kita tambahin koleksi kita yang gantung kali ya. Yang sini kali orangnya. Ini si
Greetings, my friend.
What's new?
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger.
Ignatius, master of the sod. At your service. Looking for a final resting place? You need to bury a dead goat? Or are you tired of life and need a noose?
None of those things. I was just passing by. What's new around here? You must know of every dead soul.
The living and the dead. I could write a book about it if I knew how. Or if the scribe in Troskovitz was in a mood to listen to me for longer than one afternoon.
Do you know what happened with the bodies from near the pond? Tankard.
Who?
Well, you wouldn't know their names. A couple of soldiers that fell there. Where are they buried?
Oh, I remember them. They all ended up in a pit together right by the cemetery. All I got was a yellow waffen rock for the effort. Getting them out of there was a grind. They was well fed. You could tell right away they was from better parts than this here county.
Yeah, you're right. They're a long way from home.
Not to worry. Earth is earth, wherever it is.
Are you and the herb woman related? You both look, well, really old.
We're not related. We both got some years behind us, and we're both unclean in our own ways. That's all we have in common. Different herb women came to me from time to time for hangman's nooses or nails from the gallows. What they do with them is their own business. I'm just a trader. But Bozhena ain't like the others. She's an honest herb woman who only heals with herbs and prayers. Do you know why they chased her out of town?
I do. On account of Yakesh's son.
There's a place called Limbus Infantium. Make sure you never send anyone there. Not even by accident, like Bozhena did with Yarushek.
Well, I don't think I'll be going into the midwifery trade, but I get you. I had to dabble in your trade a little bit. I buried a young man from the nomad camp who got beaten to death by woodcutters.
I know. Don't think I didn't try to get him for myself. He wasn't baptized, so I couldn't bury him in the cemetery. But he deserved a good place in the ground nonetheless. It gave me a terrible itch. I can't stand unfinished work. The damned woodcutters left him there like a solstice decoration.
I buried him in his favorite place.
You did well. Don't hesitate to bury any other corpses you find left unburied. You have my blessing. I can tell right away if a fella understands an honest trade.
Have you heard any news?
There's something new every day. Death roams these parts, with me following close behind.
Ignatius, I'm gonna need your help.
Of course. How many are there? Where do you want to bury them? Shall we grind the teeth up, or do you want to take them away in your purse?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Nah, it's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it. And that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece of fresh meat for it.
I won't say no to that. Show me what you have.
Fresh meat.
Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a feast that'll make. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my wagon.
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Semine are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate. But thanks for the meat, and don't worry about a thing. Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course, I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here, nice and early, at...
Okay.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
I understand. I'll come at dawn.
Daybreak tuh apa sih? Malam atau siang? Daybreak apa sih, Drew? I hope I know what daybreak is. Kayak pagi. Ini daybreak. Daybreak apa sih itu daybreak? Daybreak.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this, but let's get going.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day.
Oh, pagi. Oh, di mana ya?
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this, but let's get going.
Didn't you understand me? Like I said. Clear off and don't bother me.
Why you so mad, boy? Daybreak. Jam 5 pagi, jam 6 pagi deh. Oke, pagi lah ya.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for...
The dew is still on the leaves. The roads are clear. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be heaven for him, in any case. Heaven's always close here. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take...
Oke, naik ke wagon katanya. Alright, let's get to the wagon. Di belakang atau depan? Oh, depan. Wih, naik kuda. Ayo cepat. Mayat gue gantung tadi. 2. Ayo, brother. Come on, brother.
We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your ass won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I've got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that bunny of yours belong to that gang too?
Unfortunately, she does. Fraser ordered Bonnie and her accomplice Zinnet to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. And when they had a chance to loiter about in the yards here in the region, well, they made good use of the opportunity to line their purses.
Ay, ay, ay. What have I gotten myself into in my twilight years? Lower Samin's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone.
Lazy bones.
Kalau kita mau buang mayat ya.
Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
I can't see a thing through those bushes.
You go and have a close look. Don't worry. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon.
Aduh.
Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Ada side quest di dalam side quest anjir. Ini dia. Ini dia. Kita masukin. Marigold decoction. Not bad. Snipe at it.
What is it, Ruts? Free!
Very hard lock. Ini ada kunci di sekitar sini. Lego nails. Deer. Pump.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Ini diangkut. Ini dia kuncinya. Di ruins. Apa lagi ya? Harus ambil. Nggak ada. Kita kerjaan ngangkat karung doang gitu guys. Tiap hari ngangkat karung. Kerja keras kita nih. Anjing dirampok. Ini rampok kali. Kayak kan rampok deh. Kenapa ini? Avenger.
No idea what you're on about, fella.
Put that carcass down and get over here. You hear me?
Kenapa bang? Kenapa bang?
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
2 stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a commonplace, maybe just slightly grubby, hired hand? At this rate, you could blame any old peasant who's grimy after a hard day's work.
I don't know. I don't reckon I've ever seen a real thief up close.
Ask around about me and you'll find out everyone knows I can't stand a liar. I'll keep my promises and show up on time. So enough talk and let's carry on to where duty calls us.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them 2 thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe... Did I
What's
get this
next?
right? Maybe
Are we going?
the one with that shape.
Secara pribadi, gue sebenarnya nggak suka yang ngatain lu.
Why are you showing that off?
Yeah.
Pathetic.
My God! It must have been you who was...
What the?
Why is he shooting?
Oh! Jeez! Pray for...
Cari masalah sama gua lu ya. Macem-macem lu ya. Mati kan lu semua. Oke, jangan macem-macem sama gua. Lu gak tahu gua Henry from Skeleton yang bantai semua orang hidup-hidup. Gila. Masih cut mereka tuh. Menace. Gua menace to society. Calm down, abis gue calm down gue tembak di belakang pakai arrow.
Ignatius will leave without me if I run off from him.
Ignatius kabur aja gara-gara dia takut tadi.
Ignatius will leave without me if I run off from him.
Macem-macem nuduh gua maling deh. Berani dia nuduh gua maling ya. Berani dinuduh gue maling ya. Habis kamu nak. Nuduh saya maling kamu nak. Ya betul, saya maling. Tapi nama gue bukan itu. Nama gue Henry of Scarlet Maling.
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Mayat di samping kecing.
Hopefully our luck will hold
Mayat
out.
di samping
We'll
ya.
only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on and let's go.
Literally mayatnya di situ anjir. Ya
Here
udah.
we come, Snorter. Don't worry.
Snorter sama Dragonfly. Oke, berangkat kita lagi. Itu mayat biarin aja kali ya. Santai lah ya.
That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
Oke.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off.
Okay.
I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them
Why,
to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
All right, that's what you get. People sin here in their seclusion, thinking they're out of sight of our Lord.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right, I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly.
Find the source of infection. Oke. Kita tanya-tanya orang sekitar buat mengetahui infection dari mana. Kita dispawn. Alright, another game save. Oop. Halo, permisi. What are you looking at, woman?
Could you explain to me where we are?
Kita di sini. Terus find the source of infection. Clear the carcass from farm. Oke. Gua jangan clear carcass dulu kali ya. Hey, doggy, what's up? I got food for you. You want food? You want food? You want food? Itu tuh, merinding anjir. Dimakan juga. Oke. Peasant.
I'm sorry.
Kita explore dulu ya, kenapa bisa ada poison. Nah, ini deh kita nyampe sini. Rusak. Ledir. Coba kita poison bow-nya kita ya. Kita poison bow-nya kita. Kok poisonnya gua nggak ada? Oh ini deh. Doll maker potion. Impossible to reduce all weapon, makes running impossible and reduce. Reduce health. Oke, ini aja deh. And mana baunya? Ini dia. Longbow. Confirm. Oke, done. Kita poison. Doll maker weak potion.
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream.
Makan aja. Butcher.
What's that you got?
Deer meat. Deer meat mahal kan? Iya, ada darah. Crafting bukan player, nanti horsemanship bukan. Oh, houndmaster apa nih? If the your dog inflicts a bleed wound and enemies will accelerate the bleeding fall sooner. Trespassing someone's shirt because the owner of the house might not even notice it rolling. However, if you attack the dog, it will probably bark and go until the dog's best friend. Oke. Ini buat thievery gue lumayan sih. Hunt ya, coba deh hunt. Bolt Rider. When running off road, host consume mana. When running on road, will consume 15 loser mana. Oh, boleh nih. Oke. Gear yang lain gimana deh? Stupid ass wolf. How you die? Does it make me a poacher too? Kalau hunting deer, gue poacher juga ya. I guess we'll never know. Ah. Deernya yang mau ditanganin.
I'd rather go back to sacks of flour.
Cing gede banget, tai. Gede banget. Hello.
Oh well.
Oke, tangan ini. Nih, for you Ignatus, udah gue tanganin. Satu lagi ya.
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream from the watering spot. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I was right. I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your own.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yang mau bahas lagi loh. Beda-beda lah. Udah mau berangkat belum sih? Coba buat lagi. Lagi ya? Buat lagi. Nah, kan dia cuman bantuin rapin diri doang.
More money out the window.
Sneaky mode on.
Where are we going to find 2 new pigs?
Sabar kuy, what's up,
More
brother?
money out the window.
What's up, brother? I don't understand your language, mate.
Poor things. A waste of good meat.
Oh, dryer. What's up, El Sabar? I don't understand your language, brother. Can you speak in English or Indonesia, brother? I only speak Indonesia and English. Very easy lock. Oh, food, not bad. I need food. Milk. Oh, schnapps. Okay. Nah, buka pintunya. Sampai ke sini tuh, Rob. Thank you. Excuse me. Very easy lock. Thank you. Thievery points. Horse, radish. Cook semua aja. Cook everything. There we go. Oof, good food. All good food is not my food, but others that I steal from. Ooh, cobbler's kit. There we go.
Bloody hell.
Yoink. Got everything from you. Yeah. Hup. Hup. Jangan lihat lagi.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Is this really worth it?
Okay, let's go.
Pretty hefty, hey? They live like royalty here. Pretty hefty, hey? They live like royalty here.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say, ma'am. Oh, we're done. Oh, I was put down sack.
Get over here so we can carry on.
Ayo.
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah, you'd eat that. They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
Cing dimakan.
Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today.
Lama juga nih questnya Ignatius. Ngarah ke blacksmith lebih cepet kalau blacksmith trade-nya kita. I guess kenalan sama Ignatius sih, belum pernah kenalan sama Ignatius, jadi not bad lah.
So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Well, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings. Of course, it could be a lot worse.
I like having to carry sacks full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
What?
I'm sorry, Ignatius, my friend. You can't expect me to do that.
In that case, as soon as we get where we're going, you can just get off the wagon and go and look for that pitch yourself. If you don't do what I tell you, you're useless to me.
Damn.
So I'll be useless to you too.
Maybe there's another way. I'll try to come up with something.
Ha! That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'd probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me.
What? Kita harus bunuh anjing gila.
Lazy bones.
Kita harus bunuh anjing gila, bro. Gimana nih kita harus bunuh anjing? Apa?
Ya!
Ya! Oh, bunuh anjing, bro. Kan disuruh dibunuh pakai bane potion. Take care of the dog. What the fuck?
Praise the Lord. Good doggy. Good boy.
Vizar, my friend!
What do you want, Ignatius?
We were picking up some carcasses near Jdar, so I thought I'd stop by. How are you getting on?
Everyone's getting on my fucking nerves these days.
Nothing's changed then, eh? Glad to hear it. There's been bandits roaming these parts, but it seems quiet enough here, eh?
Bandits? They're the only ones I don't give a fuck about. But if anything did happen, Monarch will protect us. I never trained or fed him much, on purpose, so he'd stay fierce.
The Monarch? Sigismund himself came here to visit you in this backwater. I bet he wasn't too happy you didn't feed him well, though. He is royalty after all.
Not that Monarch. I meant my dog.
Ah, well, I wish good health to both of you. You and Monarch. But you should feed him, though, so he doesn't run off ravaging sheep again.
Horseshit. They're just trying to pin it on me. I can tell he's here when he keeps barking like mad.
Don't get upset now. I'm...
Greetings. Do you need something?
Well, I'll be going...
I've heard you have a dog that's raising Cain around here.
If he's caused you any damage, take it up with Vizar.
I'm just curious what kind of dog it is.
Well, if he ran away, no one would shed a tear, that's for sure. But he'll kick the bucket sooner or later, the way Vizar...
Does he torment it?
You said it, not me. And stop distracting me. I need to get back... Take care.
Cepat, gue harus ngapain ya? Tangannya anjingnya.
I've heard you have some mean old mutt around here.
Monarch! Oh, aye, what a brute. Vizar is training him to be ready for war. Sometimes, instead of shooting at birds, We shoot at the dog, so he'll get used to it. But that bugger always takes off, and then people complain that he killed some chickens. But one day they'll be glad when Monarch saves their hides from some bandits that are marauding around here.
Oh, maybe he should be locked up.
He is, though, in the shed behind the barn. See you later.
Good day, sir.
I've heard you have some dog that's causing problems in the area.
Ask someone else about that mutt. God bless you, sir.
Sakra! The dog isn't here. The door's open.
Hilang anjing.
Where did he run off to?
Ini kali ya.
Barking. It's coming from over there.
Tulis situ. Wih, ada marching. Wih.
Where'd you come from?
Apa?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
The gravedigger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus! And are you going to do it?
Well, what else can I do? You're the one who sent me to Ignatius. You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed half the houses in the county.
Shit. It's all gone sour.
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know how to pick him. Your poor creature is terrorizing the whole area.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zinnek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horseman, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now,
Nggak
boy.
dibunuh anjingnya.
You'll like it in the lair.
Itu Ignatius. Ignatius. Bukan Ignatus, guys. Ignatius. Ignatus. Mumpung habis. Kan nggak boleh bohong kan? Dia nggak suka kita bohong kan? Ya udah, mau nggak mau sih harus bohong sih. Nggak kedengeran terus, lu kecil banget. Ini mau ngomong bohong sih.
How can I help you today, friend?
I'll have a look at...
Wih, trade. Ting bikin habis nih orang. Gue jual bir deh sama carrot sama cheap wine.
What? You're trying to sell me my own things? You're a thief. That's quite enough.
What's that noise?
Calm down!
You mangy, give it back.
Oh.
Forgive me, friend. There must have been some sort of mistake. But, well, since I already... Supposing you were to give it to me as a gift.
Since you put it like that, good sir. And don't forget to mention my generosity.
Hey, reputation lost.
I'm sorry.
You better knock it off.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of? What do you mean?
The dog is dead. So, can we go to the pit now?
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
Well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye. And how did it go exactly?
I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it, and peacefully departed to doggy heaven.
So, it all went how it should. I use a real strong mixture so the creatures don't suffer too much. He's done for, the beast. Finally. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
Ini ya selesai nih. Ah, di situ.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
I was expecting a big...
I was expecting some huge hole in the ground. This is just some hollow. 3 piles of earth, and that's it.
3 huge piles, you mean to say? True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits, throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more nitre you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't.
I will send these people here. So I'm going to finish from this.
The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it.
Glove. Si glove gila. A gift from Indonesia glove made fine deer skin flexible, retain staying in the frame, making them perfect grave digging, perhaps even thieving. Even thieving? Wait. Visibility turun 1 sih. Wait. Wait, it is better. Holy shit. Ini bagus gila. Damn. Dapat glove baru buat maling, guys. Nice, thank you. Thank you banget loh.
This I have got to see.
Jadi kita sekarang harus ngerasain guys. Ngerasain apakah ini adalah salt pit.
You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Oke, rasanya gimana?
Look at me. I'm a Lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers.
Cadavers anjir, bahasa yang bagus banget.
Salty. This must be it. I'm a bit lost. Do you know where we are?
Oh, di sini lurus ke kanan. Oke. Cadaver. Oh, gue jatuh lagi. Ya udah, sekarang kita balik lagi ke Members. Oh, bisa ngobrol lagi nih.
If you're going back to your cottage, I'd like to take a ride with you.
Of course. But in return, you have to help me get all this lot buried. So there's some more saltpeter in the making.
Ya oke, kita bantuin dia menggali biar saltpeter lebih banyak di sini. Yes, kita balik.
Amen.
Amin. Itu orang kita gantung.
Careful.
Oke.
You have a kind master, eh?
Di sini ya. Ini teman-teman kita nih guys. Oke, teman-teman kita nih guys. Ini mana teman-teman kita? Ini kali ya. Ini mana teman-teman kita? Grave digger. Oh wait, coba kita bunuh orang di jalanan, terus kita masukin orang ke dalam grave.
Who's shooting here?
Yep, another no man bites the dust.
It's just...
I'm really sorry. Thank you though. Thank you. Ini gue pengen lihat. Inspect course. Mount and steel. Oke, ini bukan yang gue mau.
Wow.
Gue mau adalah gue bunuh kudanya, terus gue ambil saddle-nya. Rob. Oh, no map doang. Nobleman horseshoe, yes. Ini bagus ya. Coba check it out. Oh iya, lebih bagus. Oh enggak, oke. Nobleman horseshoe, yes, dapat hal yang lebih bagus. Ini sekarang coba kita tes ya. Gue pengen coba kubur di sini. Habis ini kita off guys. Gue mau tes kubur orang di sini. Belajar dari apa namanya? Grave digger. Masukin di sini. Yap, drop. Oh iya. Ini kan? Kita ada spade. Gue tanya kali ya.
How's life? Come to think of it, the only thing that pisses me off is that once I kick the bucket, there won't be a single experienced gravedigger to put me to. The shoemaker's children go barefoot, as they say. All the young folks these days care about is making coin. Nobody's interested in the honest trade of grave digging anymore.
Okay.
How's life treat? Good. Fine. Not here on business.
You mean I should order a coffin or something?
What else? You're the only one that's not here for business.
See you
Udah
later,
ngomongin
my
sama
friend.
dia kapan-kapan lagi deh. Tapi I thought gue mau kerjain grave digging, mau magang, tapi I guess not. Oke. Sekarang kita balik dulu ke arah sini. Langsung kita off, guys. Masa fast travel sih? Oh, karena gue lagi lompat. Oke. Jauh juga fast travelnya. Bentar. Mumpung di sini gue pengen mampir ke butcher dulu. Pengen jual beberapa hal di butcher. No need. Pengen jual beberapa hal, terus kita off guys, kita end stream di sini. Thank you semuanya yang udah watching ya. Kita bilang thank you dulu karena udah bener-bener
It
off
happens.
banget.
Just watch where.
Good afternoon.
Trade.
Show me.
Sell. Chicken. Oh, venison cuma satu doang sih, nggak ada harga venison. 22. Oh, pellets. Oh, pelletsnya berharga juga nih. Ah, gue jual
I hope
pellet
you'll be
ke dia aja
satisfied,
ya.
my friend.
Next time gue jual pellet ke dia lah semuanya. Dia terimanya baik juga. Yep, kita karang ulang, akhirnya kita off. Kita lewatin Samin. Sebenarnya kita ada quest di Samin sih. Ntar kita lakuin tuh quest ini besok ya guys ya. Besok pagi lah ya, kira-kira. Jam 10 pagi atau jam berapa pagi deh. Kita lihat lah ya. Scene of the ambush, avoid. Ya, kita sampai ada akhirnya. Sampai. Nah, kita bisa lapor ke bos kita. Salah satu bos kita sih, namanya Millers. Nah, Miller Trader. Kita save dulu deh, gue gak mau salah. Gue gak mau salah ngomong.
Greetings, my friend.
I found the salt.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah, I did.
And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel.
Basil, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then, what's the next task then, Krazel?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers,
Hier, de quest lagi,
carried by the
banget.
wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
Can you get to the point? What's this about?
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. But the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samin wedding coming
Yes,
up.
Samin wedding.
I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start by quickly finding some decent clothes. Ad charisma tuendum. You look like a vagabond in what you're wearing now. St. Paul wouldn't be pleased with you.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the two of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
It'll be some female, right?
Correct. But not just any female. A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty. And she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk. The lock will open. And the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, you'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Where do you want to find this lady? Here?
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Samin wedding.
So some bathhouse wench would do?
Aye, that should work. You can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyaoff baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Well, the last time I dealt with her getting your disguise washed, she was quite delightful.
You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete faith in you. And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress. And some long-lasting perfume. Mentha would be ideal.
Where can I find the dress?
Where do you think? The butcher's? Go and see the tailor. Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. And rich Tyrolean brocade is just begging to be touched. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive. But that's no obstacle for you, right?
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice-smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own mentha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be going there.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
Yes. Opus Magnus. Find companion at the bathhouse. Bring perfume to the companion. Find the dress. Find the dress. Oh, udah ada mana? Okay, interesting. Ini ya a side quest yang okay. Now we will continue this tomorrow, guys. I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Peace. Off dulu ya, guys. Okay, bye guys. Thank you guys for watching.